We've seen the world and experienced amazing things that no other American teenager has.
I spoke 4 languages by the time I entered 5th grade.
I've eaten croissants while standing at the railing of the Eiffel Tower's top floor in Paris.
I've driven through 8 countries in one day. Not for any particular reason. My parents and I just wanted to see if it could be done.
I've smelled the rain in the red earth of Africa.
I've heard artillery shells landing in the courtyard of my house.
I used to play in the King's Palace with the King's children in Jordan.
My dad once performed a baptism ceremony for 73 new believers in a river in Kenya.
MKs are a race without color, without culture. The only thing we hold in common is that we hold nothing in common.
It's confusing to figure out who we're supposed to be in each of our cultures. That's why BFA feels like such a good fit. We can just be whatever, and no one's going to look at us weirdly.
A lot of times we've had no family other than our parents and siblings. We've seen our grandparents and aunts and uncles so little that they feel like strangers to us.
We're human, just like anyone else. We can feel pain, we can feel joy, we can feel lost, and we can belong. We may be different, but we're still human.
Before BFA, my whole world was the 4 walls of my home. I was homeschooled there, my church met there, my siblings, who were my only friends, lived there with me, and everything outside those 4 walls was unsafe and unwelcoming since we lived in a Muslim country. Then I came to BFA, where I found safety, friends, and a whole world open to me.
The school's been home to me. For the first time in my life, there's been a place where I've known exactly what to expect and where it was okay to be me.
I really hate being away from my family, but it's great when I see them because I appreciate those times even more.
I've been loved here, not just by my peers, but by my teachers too. That's something I never would have experienced in regular Austrian schools. BFA has been home to me, my heart home, where love and understanding are greater than differences. I'm not sure there will be a heart home in my future, but I guess I'm about to find out.
As I get closer to grad, I realize how amazing BFA has been for me and how much I've grown spiritually.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles
I'd never had a friend for more than a year at a time until I came to BFA. People are constantly leaving in the life of a missionary kid.
Sometimes I wonder if this was all worth it. Was it worth feeling this close to people when I know I'll only have them for a while?
I don't know how to move on into the real world. I don't know how to be me without these friends who have become a part of my being.
It feels like someone is amputating that part of me, the solid and warm part. I'm afraid that all that will be left after graduation is the person I used to be, before friendship, before belonging, before healing. I don't want to be that again.
I made my peace with God while I was at BFA. I'm not sure that'll last once I've left here. I hope it will, but I'm just not sure.
raise me up to more than I can be.
I guess you could pray for safety. People keep telling us it's pretty rough out there. I'm not really sure we're prepared for it.
Pray for someone to love me and support me. I've been alone too often to ever want to be again.
Pray that there will be someone, anyone, to be a friend to me. The transition from BFA to the States is so enormous that I don't think I'll be able to do it alone.
Pray for my parents. All 3 of their kids will be in the States now while they continue to work in the Middle East.
Pray that my faith won't falter while I try to adapt to a new life.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up.
I want to have a family and raise my kids overseas like I was.
After I get my nursing degree, I want to go back to Africa and work in the bush.
I want to broaden people's horizons, show them what the world beyond their borders has to offer.
I want to have a nice house in the suburbs with a dog and a picket fence. It's not a crime, you know.
I want to teach at BFA. Maybe sports or science. I'm not really sure yet, but I'm coming back.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. Raise me up to more than I can be.
It hasn't been easy. I'm not gonna lie. It has not been easy. But it's been good.
Your shoulders, you raise me up.
Pray. Just pray. We don't know what's ahead of us, but we know we'll need the prayer.